Rascals with the rest of the band with Baby Makes Her Blue Jeans Talk, and that sure is a hell of a hit. All right, this particular album here, Music of Quality and Distinction Volume 1, is by BEF. You've already seen Sandy Shaw, Anyone Who Had a Heart. There's some great tracks on this. Gary Glitter's on it, and don't forget that Gary Glitter is in fact coming out to Australia and should have us all rocking on the aisles again, and he'll be appearing on Countdown. Also a great track by Tina Turner on this album. It was done by the other half of Human League, produced by them, so watch out for it. It's already a big summer hit in the UK and could do the same here as a winter hit. All right, there's been a lot of talk about Euro music. Well, now we're into Japanese music, and there's a lot of Japanese artists really ready to take on the charts right around the world, and here's one of them, Yuki Takahashi with Murdered by the Music.
You got what you got within your shout. Murdered by the music. Murdered by the music. Murdered by the music.
All right, that was Yuki Takahashi. So watch out for it. In fact, there's a lot of good Japanese music, and I'm sure it's starting to creep into Australia over the next 8 or 9 months, and could make even the charts. All right, talking about charts, you might be interested to know in Cashbox this week, which is the American trade magazine. I was scanning through it, looking at the charts, and in Argentina this week, the #1 record is Marcha de las Malvinas. That's at #1, and #5 is Olivia Newton-John's Physical, and would you believe, at #9 it's Queen and David Bowie with Under Pressure. So that certainly sums up the Argentinian charts. All right, another record. This one's out tomorrow, and it's a ripper of a record, this one. Rick Springfield, Success Hasn't Spoiled Me Yet. And it's got already one great track on it that's going to be a monster. We hope to have, in fact, we will be showing the new film clip next week of Don't Talk to Strangers. Rick Springfield is really taking on the charts, already again #1 in the United States, and hopefully Rick will be touring here later this year. Let's have a look at the Boomtown Rats with their new single, House on Fire. Take it over, Bobby.
She's only 17 and she knows how to make boys fight. And she's hit you with her eyes and she slash you with a cutback smile. And she's as cruel as a pig, but we love her like a house on fire. Well, Louise and me now, obviously, we're like that.
All right, that was the Boomtown Rats, and incidentally, Bob's girlfriend is on that BEF album as well. All right, this has to be one of the most underrated groups, or they are one of the most underrated groups in this country, Sunny Boys. Men at Work, of course, are doing big things, moving pictures. You've got them all there. This group are excellent. Produced by a man that really roared up the charts in the 60s and the 70s, Mr. Lobby Lloyd. It's called Individuals, and I certainly hope that the radio start getting behind this particular album. It's an excellent album, so watch out for them, and they are great live on stage. Individuals is the title of the album. And talking about Australian groups, you might be interested to know that Icehouse, or formerly known as Flowers, the group itself does not exist anymore, although the name does Icehouse. I believe that Ivor is in America at the moment, and he's finishing off his album. He's co-producing it with Giorgio Moroder's Productions, and in fact, he'll probably be finishing off the album at Giorgio Moroder's house. So as I say, Icehouse, as we knew them, no longer exists. The Models are in the studios at the moment, and they're recording a single with Lobby Lloyd as producer, and they'll also be doing an album later this year, and I saw them live and they are fantastic. And Little Heroes, well, they're having a few major shake-ups at the moment. Meanwhile, the song One Perfect Day is just roaring up the charts, but Little Heroes, as I say, are sort of sorting out their own internal problems. And that's about it. All right, let's have a look at a very unusual song by a very unusual name of a group, the Waitresses, and I Know What Boys Want.
So angry, like pouty children, deny their candy, I laugh right at them. I know what boys like, I know what guys want, I know what boys like, boys like me.
Well, there you go. And don't forget also that next Friday we've got a new countdown. It's not the repeat of this particular Tonight Show. In fact, it's called Countdown Second Edition. It'll be on at 6 o'clock next Friday night, and it's a completely new show. So watch out for some new film clips and some old and some hits. That is Countdown next Friday night at 6 o'clock. Now, later in the night on Friday, we have got a great Diana Ross special. Now, believe me, if you're into Diana Ross or Michael Jackson, you are going to absolutely love this special. Going to air on ABC television at 8:45. There are some great moments in the show. Diana also has Larry Hagman as a guest and Muhammad Ali. Have just a little sneak preview of the Diana Ross special. 8:45 on ABC television next Friday night.
Don't you carry nothing that be alone.
there you go. Don't miss out on that special because it is quite superb. Incidentally, I got a letter that, would you believe, there is a repertory group in sort of Queensland that have put together an Australian version, yet again, of Tommy. They're performing in Cairns, I believe, at the moment. Wish them luck, and we hope to have a talk to them and perhaps have them on the show, bringing back a bit of the old nostalgia. An Australian performing group performing Tommy. All right, one last album, Swanee. Boy, this boy can't do a thing wrong. Last year he had If I Were a Carpenter, Temporary Heartache, as you saw, as a chart buster this week. It is roaring up the charts, and Swanee has named this album. This time it's different, and it certainly is different. There's some great tracks on this, and Swanee really shows his versatility as a vocalist, so watch out for it.